franchise characters like Mario, Link, and Zelda. The reason why they keep on doing it over and over again because it works. It's working. It's selling like crazy. And I'm pretty. And the other two systems have their franchises that they've done over and over again as well. Microsoft is starting to do it with Halo, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be another Halo game after Halo Wars. And PlayStation is doing it with Final Fantasy kind of, but it's kind of broken since 13 is going to be on the 360 now. Hating Nintendo, I don't know why people hate Nintendo, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's that good of a thing to. You have to respect Nintendo, not hate them. They saved gaming for me when I was young. I wouldn't have been able to play games if it probably wasn't for Nintendo, and plus there probably wouldn't have been a PlayStation. You may not agree with this, but there wouldn't be a PlayStation if there wasn't for Nintendo. I don't know about the Xbox, but there wouldn't have been a PlayStation because Sony wanted to make the SNES CD and they rejected it. Uh, they wanted to make the SNES CD and Nintendo rejected it because Nintendo wants to be a company by itself. They don't want to be told how to do stuff. So they rejected it, and Sony wanted to respond, so they broke off and they made the PlayStation. And the PlayStation went superior. That was a great system, awesome ass system. And let's see, but really, just respect Nintendo. They deserve their respect. They're probably the only company that's actually a company that relies on their games, relies on their game system. Unlike Microsoft and Sony, I'd say they make more money off their Microsoft and Sony. I say they make more money off the other things that they do. Like Sony makes a whole lot of electronics. They make computers and they make DVD players. They make Blu-ray players. They make all this stuff. And Microsoft, that's Microsoft. Everybody knows who Microsoft is. They make the famous Windows. Windows operating system. All right, the last one, Nintendo seizures. I wouldn't say I really in my opinion, I think you should probably try picking a better number one. I don't think it's that bad of a problem, especially when you're warned. When you're moving around, it can cause more seizures, but that seizure warning is on every game. Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft consoles, they're on every game. They're on the back of the box. That means it's not a problem for Nintendo. It's not a problem for Nintendo, and it's not a problem for the people who develop the game. Alright, in conclusion, this is, I think you've probably been caught by how people are just going so just killing Nintendo for this system. But everybody needs to realize that all the systems have their flaws. The PS3 has its low library of games, but the good part of their library is that they have a high capacity of good games. The Wii has sold a lot of consoles, so therefore it's going to have a lot of bad games and not that many good games. That's just elementary. The 360 has gut loads of hardware problems, and it's been persistent since its launch. Just overheating, that's unacceptable. I don't know why the system should overheat like that all the time, and then they just die or just quit playing games. And plus, the little CD tray, I'm pretty sure easily you can break that. Because the other two systems don't have it. You just stick it. You just stick the disc in there. Let's see. What else? Well, I guess that's it. But I don't really think it's that. It's something. It's not really something to get so upset about. I mean, once you see the fact that all the systems have their flaws, it's better to just accept, just stop complaining about it, and just, I'm not telling you to stop complaining. You can do what you want, but it's really better to just not complain too much about it and just play your game. Play what you prefer. If you don't like the Wii, that's fine. Just don't play it. You don't have to complain about it. But if you have one, I suggest you play the good games and then look at the list of releases on for 2009. There's a list on IGN. Just check it out. And here's the thing about Nintendo's console. When it comes to technological standpoint, it is when it comes to power, it's still next gen. It is a next gen system. You just have to. It's both by technologically a next gen system and by gameplay it's a next gen system. You know why? It's stronger than the strongest system of last generation, which was the Xbox. If you go on Wikipedia, sure, look up the Wii, look at all its specs, then look at all the Xbox, the original Xbox, and look at all its specs. All the Wii specs are higher than the Xbox, which makes it next generation from a technological standpoint. And plus, if you look at the conduit, you can tell that the Wii can achieve awesome graphics. Not to the extent of the PS3 and the 360, but awesome graphics nonetheless. Better than last generation. I mean, look at what you call it look at Metroid Prime 3. That game is looks pretty good. People wonder why doesn't all the other games look like this? Which is another thing I want to mention. The reason why they all look like that is because the Wii can do the PS2 graphics in its sleep. Maybe a little bit more difficulty with the highest Xbox 360 graphics. Well, no, actually it can do the Xbox 360 graphics as well, but that's another thing. But the PS2 graphics it can do in its sleep.